Hi everybody, welcome back to The Gardening Artist. Reba here. So, I'm out here in the garden and I want to show you, I got my packages the other day. Alright you guys, so I got the packages the other day. I gotta fix my earbud, sorry about that. Alright, they came, I checked, make sure the inventory was correct on my boxes, pulled out the pack that had the magazine part in it that has the seeds and all of that. They only included one magazine, even though there was two separate orders. Generally each order has a magazine, but they only gave me the one in one of the orders, which is kind of a bummer because they were two separate orders. So anyways, this is how it looks. I haven't opened it down below to see who packed what. Anyways, I will show you. I ended up getting the green evergreen colored ones. They are more olivey. They are more of an olivey green color. And if I put it next to my evergreen tree, you guys, it is an evergreen color. But in my mind, when I'm looking at this, it looks more of an olive green color. And I grew up in Northern California, and I grew up in a town where we had olives, and this is the color of olives. At least all the olive trees we had, it was this color here. Anyways, my fig trees are also this color. So is my evergreen apparently. Anyways, so this is the evergreen color. It was really nice, and then I'm pairing it alongside the stone color, which I already have some over here in the garden. As you can see, everything has gotten super tall again. The grass is like out of control, y'all. My kids got the lawnmower to help me, but then the lawn didn't get mowed yet. But that's okay. We're having that plant sale coming up, and all of this stuff right here is going to be going. And I did not get all my pots cleaned out, but you know, hey, it is what it is. And yeah, everything is looking green, everything's growing. I got a couple trees that fell over. I need to pick those up. These two keep falling over, so I think I need to find a new home for these two. And yeah, let's see what's going on. Those little birds are gone. I had some little birds in one of my let's pick these up. In one of my green stalks, they had started nesting. I need to move this. There we go. And they started nesting in one of my green stalks, and I'm hoping that they grew up and flew away, because they were really small, and then within that same week they're gone. But the parents were nearby. They were near the fence, and they kept chirping at the nest. So I have a feeling they got the babies to start flying. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they all grew. I do need to come through here. It looks like the soil's a little bit dry in my pot, so I need to come through and I need to water really good. I am going to be getting rid of a large amount of my fig trees. I still have quite a few that I'm deciding to keep, but I think I'm going to probably end up getting rid of more than I'll probably end up getting rid of some of the ones that I wanted to keep too. I can always get more cuttings at a later point and grow them from cuttings again in the future. A lot of my fig trees are actually waking up super slow this year. We're already like almost in June, and I still have plants that are still trying to wake up from winter, which is really weird. Normally I've already gotten leaves on all of my fig trees. So maybe this next year I should put my figs into my greenhouse. I did have a lot of die-off last year on a lot of my fig trees, and so like I've got a bunch of broken limbs here. I had a lot of die-off, a lot. So, but I still see green down below, like the root system, and there's actually a branch starting to come on right here on this one. And so, I mean, hey, things are happening, things are still alive, but I just don't know, you know. Anyways, everything's looking pretty good for the most part. I do have some figs that have started developing, some that have fallen off. So yeah, let's see here. Let's go over and check the green stalks. I do need to still get some more soil so I can fill my green stalks over here. So I have them stacked 4 high now, and I got some of the spinners, so I'll be putting the spinners down soon and assembling my green stalks, but I do need to get some soil. And I'm going to be transplanting like small bushes into these. I have decided not to put the fig trees into the green stalks. I think I'm just going to do bushes, and they may be small bushes, they may be large bushes, what have you. I'm only going to do the bushes in the green stalks. That way it's easier on me, and I can cut everything down to be the height of the next layer for the following year if I need to, and then like try to root some of those. Like gooseberries root really well, the currants root really well, the elderberries root really well. All of that kind of stuff that I'm growing in these containers actually root fairly well. Blueberries, they need a little special area to properly root. They need a bit more humidity, but I have successfully rooted some blueberry plants. For instance, this one up here I rooted. No, not this one. I have in a different section apparently. No, I didn't root the pink. This is a comeback from the burpees. I moved it out here, and the sun turned the it turned the leaves and stuff red because I had them in the greenhouse and they were green, but then when I moved them out, the sun did its thing to them. It's a protective mechanisms that blueberries have. They will like turn their branches and stuff red to protect the plant. Anyways, so let's come over here. This is where the birds were nesting before, and they're not here anymore, but you never know. The nest is empty, completely empty now. And they left a little dookie behind, and they always would clean the nest. And I looked around down on the ground here, and I didn't see any baby bird parts. So this time I think they successfully nested and got their babies to adulthood, because I didn't mess with the babies for almost a week and a half to 2 weeks after I had videoed the last time. And so I've just been letting them do their thing, and the grass shows that I've not been over here. So these are my elderberries in these ones, and the top 2 ones are empty. I need to add some soil to them, and we'll probably end up getting some more of the spinner bases. These are 4 high, or a little bit too, I want to say they're a little too heavy to spin when you have 4 of them 4 high. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting a green stalk in between each one of these, and then the end one's gonna be a stone one. Yeah, I love the elderberries, you guys. They are looking beautiful. We've got blossoms, absolutely stunning. I have birds in the background, just loving it. Let's also, while we're here, I've got a couple fig trees. Let's see if they actually have figs on them still, because I did have some figs dropping off. We got a fig here, and I got a bug trying to bite me. Anyway, so we got a fig on this one. I want to say this is one of my mystery figs. This is, I gotta pick some of these grasses out because they're gonna compete. This is my rain tree mystery. I thought it was another variety, but I think it's something completely different. We got bumblebees. Look it. So pretty. I love the bumblebees. They love the comfrey. I let this get big every year, and the bumblebees absolutely love it. And we had another fig over here. Let's see. I think it might have dropped off. Yeah, it's gone. This other one dropped off. This was the Violetta, I want to say. It says it dropped off. I don't know if I'm gonna, wait, no, it didn't drop off. You guys, look, it's hiding over here. Ah, this is very cool. Anyways, that's awesome. I was gonna say, if it dropped off, I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm done with it not giving me fruit. Let's see. I need to get this potted up. I need to come through and remove a lot of the grass. I've got, this is so interesting. Look at that grass. Seeds. I need to pull that because that comes out like a straw. I'm gonna throw that down over there. I've got this was planting. I already dropped all of its seeds. This is the Lance plantain. I also here's a good example right here. I got the Lance plantain in my backyard back here. I'm wanting to say it's Lance. I could be wrong. And then I also have broadleaf plantain back here in my garden. So very awesome. Over here, this little dog is trying to ruin my plants. Anyways, I rooted one of these. I can't remember where. Oh no, I have it over in another part of my garden. I don't know if I rooted any of these. Anyways, I've got a bunch of plants over here that are going to go in the yard sale this weekend. Everything's looking good. I need to get in here and water. Let's check on the loquats that I'm going to put in the plant cell. They look like they're still alive. That's good. I need to add some water to them today. I'll probably do it in a couple hours after the sun has gone by. And then I've got plants growing down there, which I need to come. Oh, look at all that spinach. I can come get some spinach, you guys. Oh, I need to come get some spinach. I need to pull my geraniums out and plant them in some green stalks. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. I'm gonna get these planted. How pretty. And I'm hoping my Coca-Cola comes back, you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna get all of these out. We'll come in at another video and I will show you what I had planted in these. This is a bunch of weeds growing in it too, but there's something else that I planted in there, and I think that's that. Anyways, that's the fenugreek, or I like to call it fungreek. And then I've got some other stuff planted down here, and I also see chickweed coming up in the pot. So when I say I've got other things coming up on the pot, chickweed is coming up like in so many pots, you guys. It's insane. Anyways, it looks like all of my chestnuts are possibly dead, although this looks like a live branch, but nothing is leafing out. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what's going on with these plants. I need to probably just regrow my chestnuts next year from seed and just start over because a lot of them have died. And anyways, and I'm gonna definitely put that in the yard sale, plant sale. And let's go across the garden. Okay, so on this side of the garden, you guys, my herb planter is exploding. It is doing so stinking good. I've got catnip down here on the bottom, and my cat has been enjoying it, especially this side. And then I got lemon balm over here, and there was another mint mixed into it, so I did pull that out and I put it in a different planter. And so yeah, we can't have none of that. And then I've got my oregano on, oops, it's not, there we go. I got my oregano, you guys, over on this side. This is the hot and spicy one. It is ready for me to actually harvest some of it. And I've got my thyme over here. Now this one is a German thyme on this side. I'm gonna harvest some of that and get that taken care of. And then I've got some lemon thyme that's actually it's blooming. I'm gonna get that situated. And then I've got the silver lemon thyme, the variegated one, and I'm gonna let that grow. So I'm gonna let these grow. I'm not gonna trim any of these. This one I need to trim and get it harvested, and I'll just trim it down low and let it grow all through the summer. And then up here, these are my experiments. I am trying to see if I can get this to root. This is my Ivan's Beauty Mountain Ash. I've got several cuttings in here. This one I think is the Ivan's Beauty. It looks like it is. And this one looks like it might be because it's putting out new green, and so I'm very encouraged about that. This one is wilting over, so I don't know. if it's going to take. I'm gonna cut off the dying leaves. It's turning yellow. This here, this sage, this is a tricolor sage. I really want to do burnt butter sage with some meat. I think that would be really good. And then I've got some weeds. I just have to come through here and randomly remove some of the weeds. Up top, I had planted my ginger right over here. It's not doing so hot, so we'll see. It might or might not take. And then I've got my Moroccan mint on this side, so it'll eventually spread all the way across and take over this entire container, which is completely fine. And then over here, you guys, I have my pineapple mint. It is looking good. I've got some weed. No, that's not a weed. That is pineapple mint. I do have some weeds and some grass coming up in here though. So there you go. You can see the pineapple mint now. Sometimes I forget that I need to make sure I focus this so you guys can see as well. And then up here on this one, I have my chocolate mint. It's looking really good. I got a newer plant and I stuck it in the middle here. And then this is from my yard here. So it's the same. It looks exactly the same. And then down here, I've got a couple other mints. I've got the strawberry mint, which is the smaller leaves. And then I've got this one here, which is the double mint. So it kind of smells like double mint gum. So good. So I'm actually going to put one in this pot here. And then I'm going to repot another pot that looks like this with one of the other ones on the other side of the greenhouse opening. It's going to go there. I decided I want to plant the pawpaws into this planter here. I set them in there at first just to see if I wanted to put them in there, and then I've left them in there, and I think that's definitely where they're going to end up going. And then all of my trees in here are looking pretty good. This one persimmon tree is taking forever, you guys, to wake up, but we've got green on it, so it just hasn't branched out yet. And then I've got a bunch of tomato plants in here, which if later on today I can come out here and maybe divide this up because there's too many plants in there, I could divide this up and leave a couple in there and then maybe put the other ones into the plant cell. If not, I'm planning to do another yard sale plant cell later on because I wager to say there might not be a lot of people coming up to this plant cell, yard sale, because it's going to be kind of chilly. So we will have to wait and see. All the plants are looking good in here. My valerian is going crazy. It did flower and it's going to seed. I am actually going to collect all the seeds off of this, you guys. Maybe I'll get some of the little baggies. I need to make a list of things I need to pick up at Dollar Tree. And I'll get some of those little mesh baggies so I can put it over this, so it'll make collecting the seeds so much easier. And so I'll do that. I want to show you the size of these snapdragons. You guys, check these snapdragons out. This is in a pot, a little short pot down on the ground here, and it's planted behind my flowering quince. And this was a plant from last year. It survived the winter, but look how big these snapdragons are. They're just massive. My hands are about 5 inches, okay? Kind of gives you an idea. But they're so pretty. Love the colors. I would love to do an eye look using these colors. The peach with the yellow, bright neon yellow, and then the cream colors. So pretty. I think that would be a beautiful eye look. Anyways, I really like makeup, you y'all don't know. Color, art major here, just saying. So anyways, this looks really good. I do need to give my rosemary a haircut, trim it back down, make it all small and short. That way it can branch out and get fuller. I think that'll be in the works here soon. And then I can root each of the bits that I take off. I'll strip it, save what I can for cooking and whatnot. And then that way it can grow through the summer and get nice and bushy. It has to be protected here even in the winter because some rosemaries, if we have a bad enough frost, they will perish. So all of my tomatoes are making a comeback. I about nearly killed them in the other greenhouse. They got too hot and they were too close to the top. But down here, this greenhouse is much better. So they are making a comeback. I'll probably trim off the top portion of this and have the branches come up from that one, because it doesn't look like the top is even growing on that one. And I'm just looking at all of them here. I don't want to like whip the camera around, because then I'll give you guys whiplash or make you dizzy. This one got the worst. It had the worst fate of all the other ones, but I can come in and clean up some of the parts that will come off a little bit easier now, the branches that were, you know, kind of not so hot. But this one had those big blossoms on it. I think this is the big steak, or the beef steak, or something like that. Oh no, mortgage lifter. So this one was the mortgage lifter. So I'm just waiting for it to start blossoming again and see how it goes. Willow is out here with us. And anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'll show you more of the garden later. Anyways, love what you grow what you love, and comment, like, subscribe, click that bell button. God bless. Bye.